Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while. I've actually had a couple of you reach out on Instagram and in the comments of some of my older videos asking where I have been. So I thought instead of just jumping into like a new video, I'll just do a quick little chit chat of like where I've been, what's been going on, what I'm kind of seeing moving forward. So this is going to be very chill. I'm sitting in front of a window with the sun setting, so let's get into it. So basically, as y'all know, the world went a little crazy beginning of March, mid-March, and it's now the middle of April. And I had been focusing a lot on financial budgets, all that kind of stuff. And honestly, with the COVID stuff, my husband was no longer able to work. If you don't know already, he is a personal trainer full-time, and he runs his own business. So obviously that was very quickly pulled, and we pulled him even before they shut down all the gyms. But so we have been quarantined inside we're on our 6th week, I believe. 5th or 6th week, I'm not sure. Thankfully, my job is still running as usual. I am just working full-time remote currently, and my husband is not working. So he's been focusing on his online business that he's wanted to really pump up and start anyway, and launching a podcast and all that kind of stuff. So he's been busy, and then helping me just manage my emotions and manage the household in the meantime. So that's kind of where things have been at. I didn't do a budget recap, and I didn't do a budget for this month. And to be honest, I was going to, and I don't think I'm going to. We thankfully had some savings, and we're kind of digging into that right now. So right now, my income does not cover all of our bills. It covers most of them, but not all of them. So we've done things like put one of my loans into forbearance. We're doing things like just trying to figure out little ways to make money to bring it in on the side, and just being careful about our spending. We obviously cut everything that wasn't necessary. Besides that, we have been digging into our savings, because that's what the savings is for. When you have an emergency, which this is considered an emergency, we're digging into that little by little. Currently, we're still okay, so it's not that big of a deal. But we don't have months and months of expenses covered in our savings. We were, thankfully, we had over $1,000 in there, which is why I don't believe $1,000 in an emergency fund is enough, but that's for a different video. But at the same time, we also didn't have much. So I'm not going to be doing a budget recap video from last month. I'm not going to be doing a budget this month. We're kind of just seeing what we spend and how things go. We're working with our landlord about possibly paying less rent, just all the things that we can possibly be doing right now, just like everybody else. I'm really grateful that I still have my full-time income. Thankfully, I was already the breadwinner in the family, so I already was making most of the money. I will say one thing that this has really brought up is just the extreme crippling effect that debt can have, and having $130,000 of debt is crippling in something like this. So I'm thankful to the student loan companies that are working with us. However, credit card companies, not so great. So, but we're working through it. We're trying not to spend all this emotional time and mental time worrying about things, and instead we're just trying to move forward. And we're thinking about what we want our life to look like moving forward from here. I I think everybody is really excited about getting back into the real world, and I don't think the real world is going to be the same as everybody thinks it's going to be. And so we're just really thinking about this and like, is this the life we want to live? What can we do to make changes, and what can we kind of work through in the meantime? And having a little bit more time at home means having more time to like sit with some of that emotional and mental side of things. So that's like a whole other video basically, but I am gonna move forward with making videos again. They probably won't be as focused on budgeting. I'll definitely bring it up and I'll show you guys what's going on and anything like that, but I don't think it's going to be as much of a focus. Right now we're just trying to get our family through this, and one of the things that I really love about YouTube is sharing my whole story, which is more than just budgeting, and how we're keeping ourselves well mentally, financially, health-wise, like, you know, so there's going to be all kinds of different things. I want to do some more vlogs. I want to do videos about me trying to lose weight and how I'm doing that in quarantine, or how I'm trying to do that in quarantine. And then obviously we'll talk about like financial stuff and other sides of wellness and things like that. But yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys a little update. We are perfectly fine over here. We are surviving. None of us are sick. Ben and I, well, knock on wood, none of us are sick. Ben and I are very healthy. We just miss our people. We miss our family. We miss just a little bit of the normalcy of life. And but I'm looking forward to being able to see our family again, and being able to go after the life that we really want, and really taking control of our lives. I think for me this has really shown that like we have absolutely no control over what's happening in the world right now, and we really have no control over anything. The only thing that we have control over is the way that we react. So for me, I definitely have bad days, in weeks even, but what I'm trying to do is focus on myself, focus on my family, focus on how we can keep ourselves physically, mentally, emotionally healthy, and how we can work through some of the beliefs we have, and some of the, it's just time to be able to like sit with ourselves and really figure out what we want to do, where we want to be, who we want to be. And that is what we can control, right? We can control how we react to scary things. We can control how we show up in the world, what type of people we are. Are we loving people? Are we kind people? Are we worried people? Are we anxious people? And I mean, anxiety is its own thing, but like, how can we show up as the best version of ourselves? And I feel like, at least for me, I'm using this time to really dig into that and figure out what that means for me. So that's where we're at. I just wanted to say, hey, I'm going to get back into the swing of things with videos. Make sure to leave anything that you would like to see down in the comments below. Like I said, my budget videos are going to be a little bit different right now, just because I don't feel comfortable sharing. I just don't feel comfortable sharing all that's going on right now, and just pulling from savings and where we're spending our money and where we're not. It's just not something that I want to be judged on right now, because we're doing the best we can. We're all doing the best that we can. And I think right now is a really good time for everybody to take a step back and show up as a good human who cares about other humans, and dogs. But anyway, I hope that you all are doing well. Let me know how you're doing in the comments below. You'll see and hear more from us here moving forward. And I hope that you understand why I've been gone and what my focus is going to be on a little bit more in the future, a little bit more focused on joy, what makes me happy, and what I want to share with the world. And yeah, so anyway, I will talk to you guys again soon, and we miss you.